Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James, where I do what I want, when I want, and today we're gonna get into my moon sign series. This is gonna be a very important topic for me because the moon sign is one of the most important aspects within your chart. It is literally your emotional center. I always say that, like, you know, if the rising sign is the car you're driving and the sun is the passenger, the moon is the music that you're playing. You know, it's the atmosphere within that big three, you know, and it's very important because it also shows me how your mother treated you, and it also shows me how you best receive love and care from others, and where your emotional compass is, you know, and where you would be the most happy, how you fulfill your joy and happiness and emotional health within this life. And so if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Today we're going to get into our Taurus moons. Now, my Taurus moons, this is going to mean that you're like Venus and the moon combined when it comes to your moon sign. And what that means is that your emotional compass, your emotional center, your emotional fortitude is really centered around luxury and comfort and ultimate comfort. You know, the best of the best. You love luxurious things. You love stability. Stability equals what? In order to be stable in this life, a lot of people would argue that you need a lot of money to be stable, correct? Like, if you are instability, means that maybe you don't have a good home that you come from, or, you know, maybe things were chaotic in your home. But for you being a Taurus moon, this indicates for me that you receive love and you receive care and adoration and emotional relationships, in the sense that, like, people need to be steady with you. You need to be steady with others. And if people are wishy-washy with you or flaky with you, or you find that you can't depend on people, or if you find yourself in relation with people that you feel that you can't depend on them for whatever reason, then you're out. You're like, I gotta go because you're too flighty for me. You're messing with my emotional center because I can't relate with someone who is flighty and flaky. You just can't do it. And on top of that, if you find that someone is chaotic or just a little bit off, in the sense that, again, you can't depend on them, you're like, no, because I didn't come from this. You know, for you, I would really make the wager that you probably came from a mother, or had a mother, who was very solid and very stable. You know, she was probably someone that, you know, was very luxurious and was very comfortable, and she probably had like the best of the best. Like, your home that you came from was probably very stable, and if it wasn't stable, your mother was a stable force within that home, you know, because the fourth house will dictate how exactly the childhood home was, but the moon dictates how your mother was towards you. So I would say that no matter what home you grew up in, your mother was a stable force for you. She was a force of, she was your rock, you know, and on top of that, she made sure that you had the best of the best, as far as you believing that you are worthy of the most high quality things. You probably feel your best when things are solid and you've got a nice home to come to that's comfortable and warm, and cozy, and, like, you know, you probably are gonna cook your steak and, like, your baked potatoes and, like, you know, your caviar, like, whatever you like, it's gonna be at that creme de la creme type of thing, but not in the sense of money. It's just in the sense of, like, if you're gonna buy something or if you're gonna receive something, it needs to be of quality. Quality is a big thing for you, and again, in order to afford quality, you need what? Money. So for you, again, I would also love to make the wager and the bet that, like, when your bank account is where you like it to be, that's when you feel your best. If your bank account is low, don't talk to a Taurus moon. If a Taurus moon's bank account is low, don't talk to him or her, because they're not having it. They're gonna be off. The person is gonna be off, and they're not gonna be centered in who they are. Their emotional fortitude is in money, stability, luxury, and comfort. And you can relate those terms with emotional relationships, and also within the physical realm as well, as far as, like, having things and being around that type of vibe, you know, like, so yeah. And now, okay, so again, with the mother, The mother was probably also a very beautiful figure in your life. I know that when you think of your mother, you're like, wow, my mom was gorgeous. My mom was just such a timeless beauty. My mom was like, you know, just like, she was so down to earth, and she was really someone that when I talked to her, I knew that I could depend on her. I knew that she was gonna be a stable force in my life. You know how some people have parents who, you know, could be one way one day and another way another way. You knew that when you talked to your mom, or when your mom talked to you, that she was going to be a stable, solid force in your life, and she was always even kilter in her and how she expressed love to you. And yeah, like with Venus there, with Venus, that's like Venus and the moon combined when you have a Taurus moon. So for me, again, that indicates someone who is all about the bag. You know, you're all about the bag and how to get the bag and how to feel comfortable and where's my next meal. And as long as those things are planned out and mapped out and attainable for you, you're happy-go-lucky. Like, it's like, let's, whatever you want to do, we can do it, because I've got the money, I've got the bag, I've got, you know, nice clothes that I can wear, I've got a nice home that I can lay my head at home tonight, and everything's all gravy. So yeah. That is my Taurus moon. Now, Taurus moons, listen, I do birth chart readings, I do love and career readings, I do destiny readings, money readings, karmic readings. I do all types of reading, even general readings. Hit my links below if you want a more in-depth, you know, analysis of your entire birth chart as a whole, because this one aspect couldn't possibly tell me exactly what's going to go on in your life and the trends and what you need in your life. And so if you need that and you're seeking that, hit my links below. Right now I'm doing a little $10 special that may change depending on when you're watching this video. But hit my links below or email me, which is the best way to get in touch with me, and I'm sure the stars have a message and a solution for you, all right? I love you guys. My Taurus moons, stay luxurious, stay solid, stay steadfast, and stay persistent within your dreams, and I promise there's nothing you can't boulder through or get to. I love you guys. Y'all have a good one, okay? Bye.